What up, Coop Group? Today we have another war against C and R. It is Season 22, War number 2. And we got another amazing fun war where we're on a different path that we're not normally on. We take path 1, then path 2. Now I'm bringing in my normal ghost team. The only difference is for this war, I don't have suicides active. Now I have about 3,000 units I'm trying to save for Cyber Monday. If I keep switching out masteries on and off suicides for defense and offense, I'm going to lose a good amount of units that I want to use. So yeah, we're going to be on path 3, then path 2. We were originally scheduled for backup for the first section, but my mate in Australia wasn't awake yet. And he didn't need any charges, he didn't bring a Corvus, so the officer let me take path 3. I told him I'll only take it if I can take that blade also. He said, go for it. So yeah, I took that blade noted. They're going to be in path 2 after, which is going to be a fun non-ghost path. There's no way for that Medusa or Sim Supreme am I going to bring a ghost for those. Then we have 2 fun mini-boss fights with an Apocolypse, which I was a bit worried about, like a little bit, but that's not very good placement for him. And a Vision, which is always fun because he goes straight to a special 3 normally. So yeah. With Stubborn active, let's get to this war. Now, I thought about turning on suicides for the first 2 fights and turning it off for section 2. Or maybe keep it on for section 2 because I wouldn't lose that much health. But I'm like, you know what? These 2 are stubborn defenders. The best part about suicides is the beginning damage with Ghost. Is the damage you get from the beginning furies that you get from phasing off the original bleed and poison from suicides. But because these are stubborn defenders, I'm only going to get like 1 hit off with those furies because I have to parry in order to get it off. So I'm like, you know what? My goal here is to take it a little bit longer fight, a little bit longer than normal. I'm not putting on an attack boost, just putting on an attack boost and health boost. My goal here is just get to a special 2 over and over against this aggression armor Sentinel. My goal is to not activate any of his analysis charges. There's my first special 2. I don't have suicides. I don't have to throw on the first recoil there. There's no recoil at all. And yeah, there's a few analysis charges. It's like whatever, not a big deal. Even if it gets to 100, I can still crit my specials to him. I'm trying to phase 2 hits at a time. I'm trying not to get armor broken. That would suck and probably end the fight for me. But I just take 2 parries here. Second special, and he's done. I took 1% damage in that fight, and that's the same goal I have for this next fight against this Combat Fury Blade. Now I'm leaving up that second node again, because that is, I believe it's special 1, where he will get a special 1 quicker and stay near a special 1. Power Focus 1, that's right, and then Counter Strike Fury. So basically, I have to be careful with my attacks. If I do too many of the same attack, he will gain some passive furies. So my goal here is to do some light attacks, through some medium attacks. You'll see that I'll kind of switch it up here. Anytime we throw a special, it stops it. It turns off and resets it. He has 1 fury. That's the most I'm going to try and give him this whole time. And again, my goal here is just to only do damage through specials if I can. And he's not going to get to a special 2. He's so far away from a special 2 because of the Power Focus 1, which I'm pretty glad about. Throwing a second special, it just takes 2 specials. Now with suicides, I may have been able to do it on just 1 special, maybe. But I lost 2% health total in those 2 fights. So I'm not worried about not putting suicides on with Ghost, even for those mini bosses later. I figured I'd keep it off for the section 2 fights like this Medusa on the strike counter combat power node, and then the Sim Supreme. So yeah, for the first time this season, and I think first time since last season too, I'm going to use my rank 2 6-star hood. Pretty excited about that. Now, the original plan here was to actually use Wasp for this fight. To just do medium heavies and just that throughout the whole fight. But I decided that I might mess up. I'd rather not mess up. So I wanted to see what the damage of my rank 2 6-star hood can do here. I haven't used him in war in a while. And I knew this would be the only fight I'll be using him. So I might as well just put him into a fight. I don't have suicides active. I want to take advantage of that. I got a nice interceptor out of nowhere. And yeah, maybe if I can not deal with any Furies that she has, it'd be fine. Plus, I don't need specials at all when using Hood. All I have to do is watch out when she has 3 Furies. But there's a weird visual bug that always happens when I do Hood against Medusa. And you'll see, there's going to be like a Fury timer that's going out of nowhere. Like right there is like a timer. And then you see Living Strands going. And it's just the timer started before Living Strands even came up. And then after it finishes, you're going to see a weird, like, again, visual bug after. So I'm not sure when it's over. So yeah, I'm trying to go invisible, but it's not working. It's whatever. And I'm like, all right, so maybe I just need to stick to just heavy attacks here. Because I don't know. It said Living Strands there, then it didn't. So maybe just bait special ones. Maybe a medium attack every once in a while. And then mainly heavies. Now, because of the node, the combat power suppression, I'm being suppressed and have no power at all. Which I'm fine with. I don't need power in this fight at all. And I'm like, it shows 2 Furies there. Then it showed 3, now it shows 1. It just, I don't like that visual bug. So yeah, but there's 13% left. As long as I don't get hit by a special in the face, I'll be okay in this fight. Living Strands is up again. I'm just going to throw one more heavy attack to finish this fight off. And it's over. So only lost 11% health just from block damage too. I'd say it was a pretty good fight. Good job, Hood. You did well. Now this next fight is, again, the Counter-Strike power node again. A strike counter combat power rate. Which again means that if I do the same attacks over and over, I'm going to get power suppressed, which means I can't do any. But look at this. Look, I threw a light attack and then a heavy there, and it didn't count my light. And I threw a heavy and I got hit in the face. But luckily, he only did 2 hits there, but took away half my power. Luckily, it's the only fight at all I plan on using Wasp. But I threw an attack there, and it just didn't register. I hate when that happens. I'm like, all right, well, now I can't get hit at all. I have no buffer at all. If I get hit, I'm basically probably going to die again. So I need to be careful here. Now, luckily, he's going to throw a special 1 here instead of me having to bait any special 2s out, because I'd rather not have to block special 2s. But yeah, just one more parry, then heavy. This fight is over just like that. I just didn't like how that fight began. Now, I couldn't throw any specials because there was a power sting debuff on that node also. But yeah, that fight went a lot worse than I thought it was going to go, but luckily I didn't die. But now it's morning. I slept and just woke up. I had to duel an Apocolypse to make sure I was fully awake. And yeah, this Apocolypse is on Hurt Locker, and the node where it goes to a special 1 quicker and just stays near a special 1 normally, which isn't a bother to me because his special 1 is super easy to phase through and evade if needed, or just block. But Apocolypse is a stubborn defender, and I think the best node for Apocolypse is probably Kinetic Transference. He's a really easy defender otherwise to fight against. But yeah, I boost up a little bit. Again, no tech power boost, no suicides. I decided that this fight isn't going to be that hard, and to only do damage when throwing specials. And also to watch out for Hurt Locker. So you'll see me throw a special 2, then a special 1 in this fight. But yeah, I throw a heavy there. I don't remember why I threw a heavy. I just wanted to see if I can get a heavy off. And I can. Evade the third part of that. Gonna take a blocked hit here, do a combo here. I think I'm gonna try and drop another heavy attack here just to get some damage here. And a parry there. With 1 Fury, I get 1 special 2 off. And yeah, it's pretty hard for him to get to a special 2. He's gonna stick to that special 1, isn't he? Because of the node here that we're fighting against. But again, super easy fight. He's at 52%. It's not even a minute in. If I had suicides, this fight may have been over. I phased through that last part, perfectly timed. That's what I was hoping is he'd throw it and I can phase through it. Threw a special 1 here because of Hurt Locker. I do have the Hurt synergy, so I could have done another special 2 easily. I could have, but I'd have to time correctly the phase of the Hurt Locker degeneration. But yeah, just one more special 2. This fight is basically over. Throw in a special 2. I don't do that much damage. It's pretty weak compared to if I had suicides on, if I had bigger boost on. But again, I don't need that bigger boost. That fight was really easy. It's just an Apocolypse. Almost any champion could do that except for a Mutant. A Mutant would have ended the fight easily because he'd be basically unstunnable. But now we're against this Vision. And I'm looking at the Sig. I'm like, dude, Sig 30? Why would you place a Sig 30 on this improved power gain? He's going to have no power gain. Usually, alliances will place a Sig 200 here. And a Sig 200 Vision will go straight to a special 3 with the extra power gain on this node. But look at that. Not even 1 bar of power. Not even 1. He's not a defensive character. This fight is going to be so easy. Now, I fought Vision a lot when I used to be in map 6. So I know that around the 37 mark, around there is when he gets his synthesis. His first one, at least. So I'm like, all right, well, let me see where his synthesis is. He doesn't get a bar of power. Synthesis goes right there. And yeah, not even a full bar of power. He throws a special 2. I'm already phased. Super simple fight. I'm like, all right, well, I didn't heal up between the last fight and this one. But I was boosted, and I knew that this fight would be a breeze, man. Like, I'm not going to lose any health at all. Like, I'm not parrying or anything. I'm just baiting specials, throwing special 2s. He gets synthesis again. Gains, like, no power. Such a waste for a Vision on this node. But it made it easy for me, so I do appreciate that. I throw a heavy attack there because it's my last fight of the war. Throw a special 1 here because I have a Fury active, and this fight is over just like that. And yeah, pretty simple war. To be honest, at the beginning, it was pretty close. It was like 6-6 deaths. But by the time I woke up, they had died 30 times, and we only died around 13. So we ended up winning this war. Thank you to Cerebrus Revenge for a fun war. There's some people who were in our alliance last season who's there, and you guys are awesome. And yeah, pretty good season so far after 2 wars. But again, we have 10 more wars to go, and we don't know where this season is heading. So yeah, we died 15 times. All right, well, I'm hoping that I can get a lot more fights in the next few wars to show to you guys. But thank you guys so much for coming. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, send it in the comment box or just comment me through line and we'll talk. This is Coop signing off. Happy gaming.